This is Kugan Cassius for iFLTV. We are nearly there, Latino night. Zurdo Ramirez versus Chris Smith. I'm joined by Malik Scott, Team Ramirez. What's happening, Malik? You good?
Good, man. Just here to Team Zurdo. We're about to win another world title. We got a tough opponent against us, but I think Zurdo is levels ahead of this guy, and he's going to prove it on Saturday.
Let's jump straight into it from that press conference. It seemed to be those comments have angered Team Smith, and in particular Shane McGuigan, who referred to it as trashy comments. Wanted some response from you about that.
It was cool. Well, you want to know what's real crazy? Is because, from what I remember, I just said the guy is levels above him. That's it. Shane McGuigan is a prick and too sensitive. This is boxing. I want my guy to win. I'm only going off the math. Like, this guy's a tough guy, but Zurdo has fought tons of tough guys. Like, you know what I mean? He's not like a extra skillful guy. My guy is. Why are you getting so sensitive? Like, you should be sensitive that Daniel Dubois didn't know how to defend from a jab when he left you. That Don Charles had to clean that up. Like, and then he say something in the interview, when fighters leave him, they degress. Daniel Dubois became heavyweight champion the minute he got away from him. Like, and that don't mean Shane is a bad trainer. That just means boxing and life happen. So when boxing and life happened to me with a Deontay Wilder, don't get sensitive and bring it up from a defense because I say your guy is levels down from my guy. I only go off of craft. It's not personal with me. So, like, he took a shot, but that's how these fighters, that's how these trainers and everybody is in boxing, very sensitive.
Malik, was there any more context to that? Was that the comment that you felt like your fighter is levels above their fighter? Was that it? Was there any more context to that?
No, that was, hold on. No. My exact words was, it's a mismatch skill-wise. It is. This guy, Billum, is a tough guy. Tons of resilience. But Zurdo have faced tons of tough guys. He's beat tons of tough guys. The only person that beat him is somebody that had more than toughness, which was Bibble. You got to be more than tough to beat this guy. That's all I was saying. It's not a personal thing. I'm going off the math of the craft. All you is tough. It's going to take more than that to beat Zurdo Ramirez.
Malik, the man to your right, do you rate Chris Smith? Do you rate him as a fighter?
Absolutely. All my interviews, I said he's a good fighter. I also rate Usyk and Fury, but I pick Usyk to stop him. I still rate Fury. It's not nothing personal. Like, these fighters and these trainers is too sensitive. Too sensitive, man. I want my guy to win. I'm giving the math of the fight who I think is going to win. I'm sorry that you take it personal, or I tickled your belly because I told you my guy is levels above your guy. It's just too sensitive. It's not unclassy of me to say my honest prediction. It's unclassy of him to be as sensitive as a chick about my honesty. You know what I mean?
What really matters is what happens in the ring come Saturday night, and you believe that your man will be victorious and unified champion.
Absolutely. I believe he's going to win this fight. I believe he has the capability of winning it in grand fashion. The same thing I said before when Shane got sensitive, I'm going to say it now. Skill for skill, pound for pound, he's not on Zurdo's level. Is he a tough, resilient, rugged guy? Absolutely. But you got to be more than tough and resilient to beat Zurdo because everybody he has beaten is tough and resilient.
Malik, while I've got you here, 2 days ago we saw an explosive social media post from your man Deontay Wilder with his intentions to get back into that ring. It was a powerful video.
Fighting is in his heart. He's going to fight again. 2025 is coming up, and he's going to have a big year. There's no dates, there's no opponents, but Deontay is big-time boxing. There's still people and media and everything. Him and AJ is still a thing, of course. I've heard him and Ngannou. It's so many names. Fighting is in his heart. He's going to fight again. He wants to fight again, but he's recovering. He had to have a couple surgeries, deal with a couple injuries, now that he had the time to take care of it. And that's what he's doing, and he's recovered well now. He's already started back strength training and everything, and 2025 is going to be a big year for him.
Malik, has it taken this long from the Zhang fight up until recently for him to make a decision about whether he's going to continue, or was he always going to continue?
I believe subconsciously fighting is just in his heart, but I think like fighters, trainers, promoters and managers, we ain't nothing but humans. So one day you could feel one way and the next day you feel another. Like, you know what I mean? So going into the fight, just like any other fighter, he feel like this is all or nothing. Then after the fight, life happened, he like, no, I still got it. I still want to fight some more. After you rest, in my opinion, it's always insane for people to think fighters, especially after knockouts, they're supposed to be like thinking very consciously, talking very consciously. Give a guy time to heal, to recover, and that's the real answer that you should expect from a fighter.
Do you share Deontay's exact sentiment about wanting to carry on? Do you share Deontay's feeling about him wanting to carry on? Do you have a different opinion, or how does that work?
I think if Deontay wants to fight, like I know we do, I think he should continue on fighting. Just like I thought when they said Evander should have stopped boxing, and he continued on and beat Mike Tyson. When they said Lennox Lewis should have quit after Oliver McCall and after Hakeem Rockman, he come back and beat the odds. This story happens all the time in boxing. When Ruiz beat AJ, his own people turned against him and said he's done. He come back and become two-time heavyweight champion. It just happens. It's boxing in his life.
And everyone's got an opinion.
Everyone got an opinion. And that's okay. Just don't be sensitive like the McGuigans of the world. That's feminine action. We all grown men. My opinion is coming from what I see, not what I'm feeling. I'm only going off of the craft of the math. And he got very, very sensitive, very surprised me. Very surprised me. I was very, very shocked at that feminine action that he showed. He took shots at me about, of course, the me and Deontay stuff. He took shots at me about what I've done in boxing. Well, I've only been in it since I've been 12 years old. I don't know if Shane ever fought professionally. I don't know if he had an amateur career, but I know I've been in this since I've been 12 years old. I'm 44 now. I have to know something. And I don't know nothing from reading books. I know something from being in the ring. 100 amateur fights, 4-time national champion, 40 professional fights, 38 wins. I've been knocked out. I knock people out. I've been knocked down. I've knocked people down. Ups and downs. I'm the poster boy of life going up like this, and I'm still smiling like this.
Malik, just the last one. Today, Frank Warren has categorically ruled Anthony Joshua out of any Daniel Dubois rematch in February. Now, we know that Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn said that we'll look to fight in the summer. Is there a possibility that that fight with Deontay Wilder could be made in the summer with AJ?
Depending on how Deontay feeling, depending on what's the first step we take back, considering his action, that fight is always marinating though. That fight is always marinating. So you guys may get an announcement, you may not, but always know that fight is always going to be marinating, always. I'm just excited as to see it as the typical, the regular consumer, you know what I mean? So it would be a shame. It's already a shame that they didn't both fight when they both was undefeated. It'd be even more of a shame if they both retire and they still don't get to share the ring with each other.
It would be a shame. Malik Scott, thank you very much for talking to IFLTV. Best of luck on Saturday night, and we'll catch a word with you after.
For sure, Zurdo Ramirez, another title coming home.